What's up, everybody? Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I have a normal car.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
This is actually my wife's car, and we're going to do a CarPlay installation in it. It's a Toyota Highlander. It's a 2015. We had a company reach out and say, hey, do you guys want a free CarPlay adapter? If you do an install video, we'll give it to you. So this video is sponsored by them. I'll give you the info for that. Everybody that's got a supercar has a normal car too, I'm sure, as a daily driver or whatever. So this is kind of a cool way to upgrade a car so you can get CarPlay, because everybody seems to want that nowadays. Here's our CarPlay adapter here. It's CarABC is the brand. They make adapters for a ton of cars. I've put these in a few other cars too. They work really well. It's wireless CarPlay too, so you don't have to plug anything in. You've got like a communication box and then a wiring harness, and this thing just piggybacks. It looks like complicated and everything, but it just piggybacks onto the factory one. We wire that all up and we're good to go. So we'll start taking it apart. I'll show you how to do that. All right, so you just need a little tool like this, just a little plastic pry tool. We're gonna pry this piece off and then this piece. Pry this off, you don't need to remove it. Sorry. This piece here, you don't need to remove it. Then you just kind of stick it in here and start prying on this. Just be careful, it's really long, so you don't want to crack that thing. But you slowly just kind of pry it out of there. Like that. There's gonna be a harness and stuff back there. You can unplug it and move that out of the way, because we need to get behind the radio. Okay, next we have to take off this surround piece right here. That'll just pry out too, just like the other pieces, and then we'll pop that out and we'll have access to the top part. All right, next we're gonna take the vents out. So these are just friction in there, so we just kind of, you want to just pull on the bottom and kind of, you can use your tool to kind of guide it out. Just be careful. They're held in there with clips, so there's no screws or anything, so just pull it out slowly. Be careful you don't break anything. Both sides come out. All right, now that we got the vents out, there's 4 10mm bolts. There's 2 at the bottom and then 2 on the side. See those? So we're going to take those 4 bolts out, and then the whole radio will come out, and we'll disconnect the harnesses from the back. All right, I got all the bolts out. I put a microfiber down so we don't scratch the dash when we take the radio out. I think we can just lay it right here. Like that. We've got all our plugs and stuff there. We've got our new stuff here. It does come with instructions. I haven't looked at them yet. I'll probably look at those before I start doing this, but I'll explain it as I go. So we're gonna use this harness here, and this one down here. We're gonna unplug those 3, and that's what this harness is going to piggyback onto. So the harnesses are all different. So basically you just unplug that and you've got this one, so that plugs in there, and then the other end goes back into the radio. Same with the other 2. There's 3 of them total. All right, so we got this one, and this one done, piggybacked in, and then the other end of this is gonna go to this box on the right side there. This little plug right here. All right, so we got our main harness plugged in there. It comes with this harness for like a video camera and USB. I'm not even gonna bother with this because I don't care about USB, whatever. It's got CarPlay, that's good enough for me. And you have to ground this wire, and it's for like a auxiliary camera or something, so I'm not even gonna bother. It does have Wi-Fi though. I guess I'll plug that Wi-Fi antenna in. That goes in right here. And then we'll have to find a good spot to hide this box behind the dash. I'm thinking probably on this back wall. I'll get some Velcro or some double-sided tape and stick it right there. And then I'll shove everything back in there and we'll button it up, and that's pretty much it. So I got double-sided sticky tape the box in there. I put the antenna way up in there. So yeah, all I got to do now is put it all back together. We put the radio back, kind of organize the wires so there's nothing rattling or anything like that. Use some zip ties if you need to. I'll probably do that. 4 10s to put the radio back in, reassemble all the trim, and then I'll walk you through the setup process on configuring the radio to use the CarPlay. We got it all installed. Everything's buttoned up. Literally you could do this in 30 minutes. It's not hard. It looks intimidating because of all the wiring, but it's not hard. I can't say the same for other cars. I've done it in like a BMW and stuff before. It's a little bit harder, but the Toyota is super easy. So once you're in, you go to source, you go to auxiliary, and then CarPlay just popped right up. Got my Spotify going. I have really bad service in here, so my phone's probably gonna struggle, but yeah, it's working. Surprisingly pretty good. So one thing you want to do if you have a backup camera, at first my backup camera wasn't working, so you have to go into settings, camera type, and put it on OE camera so that your backup camera works. I'm a little disappointed with the resolution. It's not great. You can switch it around. I don't think it's going to make any difference because it's the same, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It does AirPlay too, which is cool, which you could like stream a video to this thing if you wanted. The camera doesn't do anything unless you're in reverse. It'll just say no signal, but it works when you're in reverse. Pretty cool for not a lot of money. So they give us a coupon code. It'll be in the description if you guys want to check it out and order one for your daily driver. If you've got an older car that has a screen but doesn't have CarPlay, it's a great upgrade for very, very small amount of money. I think it's a pretty good deal. That's gonna do it for this video. A little quick guy, just kind of something out of the ordinary. I like tinkering with, other cars besides fancy high-end stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in one of these CarPlay modules, check out the website. It's in the description. There's a coupon code too there if you want to buy one. They did sponsor the video and gave that to me. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for checking it out. Check us out at ngsupercars.com and normalguysupercar.com. See you guys later.